Imagine being a part of the biggest classification in Alabama sports, and not only that, but a region that's known as the SEC West of high school sports in Alabama. Now imagine it being your first year in 7A and getting to hear the chatter from the outside that you can't win in this league or even be competitive. Finally, imagine that you're not only competitive, but you knock off the reigning 5-time consecutive 7A champions and become the state champion to do it. Well, imagine no more, because that's exactly what our varsity girls cross country team did a couple of weeks ago. On this episode of Inside the Hornets Nest, I'll talk to members of the varsity girls cross country team and have them tell us exactly how they feel by making history in Chelsea. So without further ado, take it away, girls.
Inside the Hornets Nest starts now!
It was really nerve-wracking leading up to it, just because knowing that you have a chance. We went as a team up and stayed all in the same hotel, which was really fun. That was a big team thing. It was very nice. I think coming up at sectionals and a few meets before that, just with how our scores were and looking at other people's times, that's when we as a team kind of realized that we had a chance. I was going back and forth with 2 Auburn girls for the first mile and a half of the race. And I think at the 2-mile mark, I'd been passed, and I was like, oh, okay, I bet that was, because I wasn't sure how far ahead we were or not. And once I had them passed, I felt like, okay, we probably have it. I guess kind of both, because you turn the corner and I'd passed them, and it was all adrenaline, but I had a bit of a kick.
Leading up, I guess the week going into state, we did every precaution we could. We didn't go out on Halloween, we stayed home, rested our legs, made sure we didn't get sick, and then the morning of the race, we woke up early, made sure we ate everything that was right, nothing that would hurt our stomachs or anything at the right time in the race. And then warmed up, did drills, got on the line and did a little pep talk, and we were good to go. Me personally, I went online this year so I would not get sick, or I could focus on nutrition and sleep and everything. But the girls that are at school, we just make sure that they get plenty of sleep, 8 hours a night, and making sure they're taking their vitamins and stuff like that. I mean, I've just been teaching the girls on how the sport works and the little sacrifices that it takes to get to where we are now, and it's definitely paid off. This whole season we've brought home lots of hardware, and that was pretty cool to go up against even teams from out of state at a few races and get best in Alabama and just right behind a few Tennessee schools. And that was pretty cool. We had lots of girls go under 19 minutes, and a lot of girls ran huge PRs, which was crazy.
So we all line up together as a team and all the other teams at the beginning of the race, and they shoot the gun and we all race together. There's definitely, we all have to get out aggressively or you can get blocked in by other people, so you have to get out and start your race very fast, even if other people may have a faster set time than you do. So at the very end of the race, I was able to pass a few girls and get a better spot for the team, and that was memorable for me. And also at the end of the race, when my teammates came up and we knew that we had won state, and that was definitely a good memory.
I mean, it's really great being able to learn from all the seniors and be able to push each other every practice, and having the opportunity to place at state was amazing. But everyone's pushing each other, so I mean, we do really keep to ourselves, but sometimes me and Ty, we communicate, and we just if one of us feels better, we can just tell each other to leave each other. If you're having a good day, people understand, because if someone else is having a good day, they'll want to be able to leave you as well. So it's just kind of a good thing to be able to trust each other. It means a lot because we put in so much work this season to get to this point. I mean, we deserve it because of we trained so hard and we made a lot of sacrifices through all the seasons. I really would like to repeat a state championship next year. It's going to be hard without our seniors, but I think we can do it because we have some strong runners coming up. And I would love to win an individual title, but the competition's strong, so I'll just have to wait a few years to see.
So when we first got to the race, I was a little nervous, but we worked so hard, so I knew that we were gonna have a good outcome. And we just got up to the line, we just Coach gave us just like a little talk and just like to pump us up. And we started the race and I started off feeling good and then knew I was gonna have a good day. Just like to try your best from our coaches. Like they give us like the best talks and just always just make us feel better during races. To get like a good time, just to like beat my PRs each time, that's mainly it.
It can be hard sometimes, but normally on race days, I'll put in like a little French braid on the side into my ponytail so that keeps it out of my face. And then the ponytail just kind of flaps around and sometimes gets in my way, but most of the time it's fine until like after the race and then it's really tangled. But well, the braided ponytail thing is something I've always done and I'm kind of superstitious about that, but other than that, it's not really much I do. I was pretty nervous before the race, probably more nervous than any of the races this season, but after I raced, at first I knew we were state champions, but I was kind of just tired and exhausted, not really thinking about it, and then once I saw our name on the board, at the top, I was like, oh my goodness, we're state champions. Well, I didn't see many people. I was mostly with our team, but I did hear about some nice comments that some of the players and coaches made toward Chelsea and about them congratulating us. I just want to keep running just for fun at least, and in track I hope to improve in that this season. It was really exciting, especially since this was our first year being 7A, and everyone was like, that's too much competition, y'all aren't going to win anything, but we did, which is really exciting. Well, I would say a lot of people always think they can't run until they do it, and then they end up being great at it. And it's also a really good team building sport, and everyone's really supportive of you and everything, so it's enjoyable whether you're an amazing runner or not.